Right, so today is January how should I say, year of our Lord 2023, and I guess the nuclear clock has been also moved a couple seconds, I think minute and a half toward the catastrophe. And today we are exploring one of the most famous Los Angeles cemeteries in Rosedale Cemetery, and here's rather very interesting angels. They have quite a lot of angels here. So we got Hell family. Della Hell. Probably assume that she probably died in 1930. I mean, 1936. Who knows? Anyway, it's pretty famous. They do have a lot of shows filmed here, a lot of movies filmed here. Actually, most notorious being Buffy the Vampire Slayer is actually filmed in here. So the acrobatics where Buffy used to be, fighting vampires, sort of done on graves of, a bunch of folks. But, I guess the reverence, it's okay. Everything is reverent when it's, when the dollar bills are involved. So, let's take a look. So here we got, that's pretty interesting. Hollywood. Okay, so here's the Tilton. So of course you have, what's kind of great about the cemetery is that you have a lot of the angels, a lot of depictions of angels on the tombstones. So, but kind of we are in the central alleyway of the graves. But here is Abbott. I don't know, I kind of like this angel actually, I don't know why. Kind of like it than the previous one we saw. It's pretty... As you can see, we have a couple of crypts here. John's crypt. Couple of obelisks. Cochrane, them they died here. Santa Monica, California. Mustel Full, Julius A. Brown, Brookville, Pennsylvania, Los Angeles, California. An angel. Fred Karl, born in Korup, Germany. 1841, died 1913. So actually he died before Karl. Well, he died before World War One. So broken tombstone. Lepuitz, René Lepuitz, 5912. Murphy, and that looks something military, or I don't know, Mother Lapin. See what else we got here. We got a little bit of a nice evergreen. Let's just keep an eye on that fucking animal. Mama Richie Jane's wife of J. Shell. 1863-1911, so that's going to be 48, so she's not a true wife and loving mother. There's untrue wives, I don't know, I guess there are untrue wives. Yeah, this is definitely, if you take a look, a lot of these tombstones are sort of fallen, and yeah, this section is not the most sought after, should I say. That's interesting. Let's talk about some cemetery superstitions. Funny thing is, actually one of the big no-no is that you're not supposed to film or take photos at the cemetery. Oh well, crossed that bridge long ago, so kind of useless to mention it now. Another superstition is that if anything falls down on a cemetery, you don't pick it up. And I guess, you know, if it's like a coin falls out or anything, then you just have to leave it here, because it, technically speaking, it made a contact with the realm of the dead, and therefore you cannot take it. You know, if you take it back, you take back the the part of death with you, and it's not gonna end up very well for you. But in case if you drop something else, you kind of have to make a replacement. So let's say if you have your keys drop on a cemetery ground, you have to basically take something else, like, I don't know, maybe like a piece of candy or whatever, like piece of food, and you're supposed to leave it and make an offering of that, and then pick up your keys. So in a way you are swapping the what you have dropped. So that's another superstition. Kind of another very cool superstition is that every time any living person who enters the cemetery without any, what should I say, without any you know, proper reason, like, you know, what we are doing right now, because James Church, so that's going to be 1846 or I think it's 46, 1914, so World War I just begun. I mean, he was 54, 68, I mean, early 20th century, it's whatever. But anyway, so whenever you go to a cemetery, you're supposed to go to cemetery guardian and ask cemetery guardian for permission to enter the cemetery. So in Eastern European culture, I'm talking about kind of about Palesi region, which sort of stretches from eastern Poland and through this border between Belarus and Ukraine and all the way into Smolensk in Russia. So basically pogostnik, it's called pogostnik, and how to say it, that spirit, the guardian, is the first person buried at the cemetery. So when you visit in the cemetery, you approach the grave of the first. This is Stacker. I bet there's street was named after them. Anyway, so you approach the grave of the first person who was buried at the cemetery, and you make an offering, and you ask for permission to enter, and you ask for protection from any evil spirits. I mean, obviously there is like a couple of other superstitions. One superstition is that when you leave the cemetery, you don't turn around, because if you turn around like you invite death with you. Or another superstition, kind of contradictory superstition, is that you're actually, when you exit, you don't turn your back on the cemetery, you actually kind of back out from the cemetery. And this is also explanation that if you turn, then something unholy will, Frederick Stecker, something unholy will jump on your back. Anyway, I am 1877. Yeah, I don't think we can. I mean, this grave looks like they might be one of the older ones. Actually, hasn't been keeping track to the oldest burial here. So, in some aspect, I feel like it might be even tough to find who's the oldest person here. 1860 Burns. Some of these graves are old now. Hunter. But anyway, in some aspect is that basically you don't want to piss off the spirits who live in the cemetery, who inhabit the cemetery, should I say.